A former superstar pass rusher just hit the streets with 0 sacks to his name, and the Bears have a decision to make that could either define their defense or waste a roster spot. But honestly, that is nothing compared to the absolute nightmare brewing at Soldier Field. The injury report is brutal, the Packers are coming to town, and our wide receiver room is suddenly looking like a ghost town. What is going on, everyone? We need to have a serious conversation right now. We are staring down the barrel of one of the most critical weeks of the season. It is hate week. The Green Bay Packers are coming to our house, to Soldier Field, for a Saturday night showdown, and the stakes could not be higher. But before we even get to the matchups, we have to address the elephant in the room, or rather, the free agent on the waiver wire, and an injury report that is frankly terrifying. I know you are feeling the stress. I am too. But we are in this together. Before we dive into the madness, do me a huge favor, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. We are building the most passionate community here, and I don't want you to miss a single breaking update as we march towards Saturday. Let's start with the news that dropped like a bomb this morning. Matt Judon. You remember him, right? The guy with the red sleeves? The guy we were all screaming for the front office to trade a third-round pick for just last year? Well, life comes at you fast in the NFL. After a stint in Atlanta and a disastrous run in Miami, Judon has been waived. The Dolphins cut him loose. He is currently sitting on the waiver wire, and by tomorrow, we will know if he clears or if someone puts in a claim. Naturally, the internet is on fire. Everyone is asking, should the Bears bring him in? Is this the missing piece for our pass rush? I am going to be brutally honest with you guys because I respect you too much to sugarcoat it. No. Absolutely not. Hear me out. I know the name value is there. I know the highlight reel from 3 years ago is incredible. But we have to look at the reality of right now. This season? 0 sacks. 1 tackle for loss. It isn't just that the stats are empty, it's that the tape is concerning. When you dig into the advanced metrics, it gets even uglier. We are talking about a player who is dead last in overall grade, second to last in pass rush grade, and bottom 25 as a run defender. His pass rush win rate is sitting under 7%. Let me ask you this, is it worth burning a roster spot and cap space for a guy who is statistically one of the least effective pass rushers in the league right now, just because of who he used to be? Last year in Atlanta, he was okay. He cleaned up some sacks. But this year in Miami? He looks washed. And that pains me to say because I love his game historically. But if you claim him, you have to cut someone. Is Matt Judon, right now, better than Dominique Robinson? The numbers say no. Is he going to outplay Austin Booker or Joe Tryon-Shoyinka? I don't think so. Now, here is the exception. If he clears waivers, and I think he might, and you want to sign him to the practice squad? Sure. Bring him in, let him act as a mentor, maybe elevate him for the final game if he shows some juice. But putting in a waiver claim? That is a panic move. We have guys like Tryon-Shoyinka creating actual pressure. We have young guys stepping up. Let's not chase a ghost of the past when we need real production for the future. Now, let's pivot to the enemy. We've got the Green Bay Packers coming into our house, and their injury situation is interesting. The biggest headline is Christian Watson. He was back at practice today. I know he had that scary chest and shoulder situation that sent him to the hospital on Sunday, but the guy is a freak of nature. He is already running routes, looking fluid, and all signs point to him playing this Saturday. Why does this matter? Because Christian Watson changes everything for that offense. When Tucker Kraft went down, Watson became the alpha. He is the guy who takes the top off the defense. If he is on the field, our safeties have to respect the deep ball on every single snap, which opens up the underneath stuff for everyone else. Matt LaFleur said Watson is fighting to play. And unfortunately for us, I think he wins that fight. But it isn't all sunshine for them. Josh Jacobs is banged up with a knee and ankle issue. He says he'd rather play hurt than sit out, so expect him to be out there, but he won't be 100%. And their offensive line is dealing with issues too. Zach Tom looks doubtful. On defense, keep an eye on Devontae Wyatt. He is still in concussion protocol. If he can't go, that is a massive blow to their interior pressure. And here is the big one. With Micah Parsons out, they are desperate for someone to step up on the edge. They are leaning heavily on Lucas Van Ness to be that guy. If our tackles can neutralize Van Ness, we might just have a clean pocket for the first time in weeks. Alright, take a deep breath. We need to talk about our own house. Because the injury report for the Bears today was painful. Our wide receiver room is decimated. Odunze did not practice. He is still dealing with that stress fracture in his foot. I'm going to be real with you. I don't see him playing. They tried to push him last week, he tweaked it in warm-ups, and now he's not practicing at all on a short week? I think they shut him down for this one. And then there's the rookie, Luther Burden III. Ankle injury. Did not practice. This is the one that worries me. We need Luther out there. If he can't go, and Rome can't go, look at who we are left with. It's DJ Moore and Olamide Zakos? We are going to be seeing a lot of 12 and 13 personnel, heavy tight end sets, just to field an offense. Here is the question of the day. If both Rome Odunze and Luther Burden are out, do you trust this offense to score enough points to beat Green Bay? Or do we need the defense to score a touchdown to win this game? Let me know in the comments below. It gets trickier. DeAndre Swift popped up on the injury report today. Limited with a groin injury. This is terrifying because he was fine yesterday. A midweek downgrade is never good. Swift has been electric. He is chasing a 1,000-yard season and has been the engine of this offense. If he can't go, we are down to Kyle Manengai, who has been a beast, don't get me wrong, and Travis Homer. Defensively, we are banged up too. Amen Ogbongbemiga is likely out with a hamstring, which hurts our special teams unit. But there is a glimmer of hope. Tremaine Edmonds was limited. If he can get to a full practice tomorrow, getting him back next to TJ Edwards would be a massive lift for our linebacker core. We need his length and range to clog up those passing lanes against Jordan Love. This is the reality we face. We are limping into Saturday. We are battered, we are bruised, and we are missing key playmakers. But you know what? It's Bears versus Packers. It's Soldier Field. It's Saturday night. You throw the records out the window, and you throw the injury report out the window. It comes down to who wants it more. We need the next man up mentality to be more than just a cliche this week. We need Kyle Manengai to run like a man possessed. We need Joe Tryon-Shoyinka to have the game of his life. And we need this crowd to be absolutely deafening. I want to see where your heads are at. If you are ready for revenge, if you are ready to end this streak, I want you to type, bear down, in the comments right now. Let's flood the section. I will be tracking the waiver wire for Judon and monitoring every single practice rep tomorrow. Make sure you are subscribed so you don't miss the final update before kickoff. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bear down.